Hello everybody, this is Hyper. Welcome back to BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea. This is probably the last episode. All we have to do is go to the office and place the particle or something, and then it'll rise, and then we'll get Sally, I guess. But first, we've got some
Not everybody gets to make a comeback. I see her. Had any prince been expecting you?
Make it worse.
Wanna make short work of it. I ain't letting a good lady
Oh, of course I have to go this way.
Don't make me hunt you down like an animal.
Are you kidding me?
Do you know how much trouble you caused me? Let's get on that. Who's this character?
I got all of them.
What's going on? Show yourself.
There's supposed to be a brunette. Anyone seen it? Look around! The rest of Atlas's crew are barricaded up that elevator shaft. When the backup arrives, we'll go in and take them out easy.
Louie. Hey, if you don't get down here soon, there's not going to be an ounce of booze or a piece of ass for the taking.
We done here.
Sometimes I think you've taken this whole Robin Hood business a bit too much to heart. Fontaine's got us out there ladling soup for the purpose of building an army. Not to share the milk of human kindness. You keep up this kind of behavior, I'm gonna start thinking there's more red in you than Karl Marx. What? The hell? Splicers. They're busting in! Hurwitz! Tell Fontaine to prove his compromise!
Well, that didn't go well for them.
Better you than me, pal. I'm not taking the next bullet.
You judge a man by his enemies. And Ryan doesn't know how to push. So scary. Hey, what's all that rumpus?
Not in the mood for this hide
Damn
and
it.
seek.
Feel your craving. The best is the value.
Who's there?
We're not all easy targets, you get me? All right.
I've had enough of this. Forget it. Someone else can find. Still here, aren't you?
No.
Can't keep running forever.
Sorry, let me just lockpick real quick. Don't mind me.
Party's over, huh?
I never thought anyone would be able to bring all these degenerate splay. Disappear from sight.
Yeah, I know.
See through its heads in a line. I gotta hand it to Atlas. After Ryan locked us up in this pit, I thought that was it. Just a long, final dive into the abyss. But he's given us hope. Or what passes for it down in Rapture. When a person's got nothing, hope's about the kindest thing you can give her. Or the cruelest.
Something funny.
Okay, you say that, but I knocked them out in one hit, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'd expected more from this lot.
Is this his office? I assume so. I'm like a
Elizabeth,
ghost.
you know Atlas is going to...
I know. And I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I sent myself here for a reason.
I got a shotgun. That's all
Didn't
I
I?
need.
And who exactly are you speaking to, Miss Comstock?
My conscience.
If I were less acquainted with the vicissitudes of genius, I suspect I would question your sanity.
Oh, I'm quite sane.
I know so little of you, but I imagine the more I learned, the more exceptional I would find you.
That's actually
You
true.
know Atlas will betray you.
And what are you? My best friend?
You're one of a kind in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom.
Well, I'm still alive.
It's like
so-
watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire. In a vain attempt to save his cat.
That is a weird comparison, but I suppose it's kind of true. He's basically saying I'm a genius, or at least I'm a marvel of humanity. Oh, it's a cutscene.
There. All the load-bearing columns come into this room and they meet there. I just need to place the particle in that junction, activate it, and the whole structure should rise.
And nothing bad will happen at all. I'm sure everything will go right, and we'll get to go home, and everything will be like normal.
There's no plan B. Might as well just get it over with.
Yeah, I'm trying. I have to. Why do they have a model of a department store up here?
Here goes nothing.
That seems stable.
It's working! Atlas, you feel that? You have your prison break. Now bring me the girl!
Yeah, I don't think it worked. Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh,
Did
great.
your mom ever teach you not to put your faith in strange foreign
Just
men?
give me the girl. She means nothing to you.
You've got that right. The girl means nothing. But you, love, you mean the world.
I thought that was Comstock because he's old and he looks exactly like Comstock. Also, how did they even get in the room?
No cause for alarm. She's well sedated. So, it's begun.
The Kashmir's all blown to hell. If Ryan didn't know we were back before, I'm sure now he's got the message.
What do you want with this one?
If anybody's got the line on the ace, it's her. Find out what she knows. But no quackery. She's no good to us with a halo and a set of wings.
I get started as soon as the claw form wears off. Don't see her as too tough a nut.
Well, if I'm the only one that knows it, then I just won't tell you anything, and then you can't kill me. I mean, it's simple. But as soon as I tell you, that's always the thing that doesn't make sense. Like, if I have the information and you need the information, you're gonna torture me. If I just never tell you, you won't kill me because you know that you need the information. But at the same time, if I tell you, then
Where's the ace in the hole?
What? What?
Where's the ace in the hole?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we had a deal.
Where is the ace in the hole?
I told you.
I don't know you
I
weird
Sodium
German.
Salpental. Are you familiar? No. Truth serum.
Oh, that's a
Unpredictable
problem.
stuff. Too little, nothing.
I have
Too
nothing
much.
to tell
The
you.
subject
I don't
is
even know what an ace in the hole is. Ah!
I am still playing with the dosage.
Oh, I think. Oh.
This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made, and men who make it.
Oh. Wait.
Folks say it's only a matter of time until Atlas's entire mob comes out waving the white flag.
2 weeks.
What?
You've been down 2 weeks, love. Feckin' doctors. Better off hiring a million monkeys.
2
Our
weeks.
deal was to get you out of prison. What, did you expect me to win your war for you too?
I'd tend to your own knitting if I were you. Now, darling, being that you were Su Chong's lab assistant and all, why not tell me where me ace in the hole went to?
I don't know.
As I said, I'm no doctor. But that doesn't mean I don't find the field fascinating. I keep up on all the medical journals and the like.
I hope you have someone to help you with all the big words.
You know what part of the brain free will comes from? Stubbornness? The prefrontal lobe.
Oh, don't give me a lobotomy.
Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? A man named Steinman taught me this.
Don't
He's
give
a
me
bit of a
lobotomy.
lunatic, but a fine surgeon.
Don't.
He calls this little trick a transorbital lobotomy. Take hold of her, lads.
You're wasting your
Now,
time.
if you won't remain still, I can't be held responsible for what comes next.
What is
Here
the-
we go. You feel that? I'm moving the pick across your eyeball. Oh, still now. And resting it on your skull.
Ow.
There's about a bit over a quarter of an inch of bone.
Those
between the
effects
pick
are
and your
really weird.
prefrontal lobe. And that's where this little fella comes in.
I don't.
Ow.
It was just a wee tap. But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those to reach the meat.
I don't want a lobotomy.
And then we might find you a bit less the mule. Where's me ace in the hole?
I don't know.
You know
All right.
what else rests in the lobe? Creativity. Individuality. Personality. In short, what makes you, you. I'm just about through now.
The speech is a little delayed.
Last chance, pet. Where is the ace in the hole?
Or what? What, you'll put a hole in my head and take away my memories? You want to make me forget all this? You want to make me not care anymore? Go ahead. You'll be doing me a favor.
Oh! Bring the monster! You're
My
a regular
eye.
hero, ain't you? Can't risk ripping the only part of you that's worth a damn. Well, there's more than one way to fry an egg. Now, little one, are you familiar with the term transorbital lobotomy?
Please let her
It's
go.
a simple matter. All I need to is insert this pick into
Please,
your eye.
please, I don't know
Give you a
anything.
few taps with me hammer.
I don't know anything.
Better to show by example.
Please, please don't.
Why is her
I
head
don't
so
know
big?
anything. I don't know. Please.
See, that's me, but it's alternate.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I can't tell him what I don't know. Where are we?
You saw all the doors. And what's behind all the doors?
The ace in the hole. It's here.
Yes.
But I don't remember this place.
You've never been here.
Then how would I?
The memories you lost, they weren't just of the past. You saw behind all the doors.
So I have memories of
into
other
the future.
Elizabeths? Or what?
This is where I'm going.
If you want.
I don't like it here.
It's a bad place.
He's never gonna let me go, is he? Even if I bring him the ace. Then why am I here? How if I was so smart? If I saw so much, why just send myself to the slaughter?
For Sally.
No, one day he will just rip her open and tear out her atom. All of this for nothing. Why did I do it? Why?
You have to decide.
Decide what?
To take a leap of faith. I can't tell you what you were thinking because you don't remember.
You're not even real.
You chose to come. There. In that room.
The ace. I don't know what to do, Booker. Booker? Booker! No, please. Please just don't leave me here! Booker!
Oh, you're normal. I don't need your help. Okay, I guess I do.
Suchong's clinic! It's at Suchong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me men's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you. You okay with that?
Get me the ace, I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon.
I don't believe you.
Bag her and bring her to my bathysphere. One of the lads will show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you where you come out. Shake a leg now. The Lord hates a laggard.
Yeah, and Elizabeth hates you. And I don't have any guns. Imprinting solution not found in genetics. Oh, that's a Vita chamber, but it's a prototype.
Mr. Monster's mean. Scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't. I don't know how to help you. I don't.
Scary.
No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some, I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something? Right. Look who I'm asking.
Well, if it'd be anywhere, it'd be here. Oh.
Encoded. daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
Okay, what does that do?
If stupid beasts had a half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister, no big daddy.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Can you shut up? You're so annoying.
Big monster sick. Big monster
It's okay.
sick.
It's okay. Please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to
Monster's
do.
going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
Lion with the thorn in its paw.
So did I just single-handedly imprint them together?
Protector system, Plasma Delos 255. Dr. Sutron, client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn big daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bond is just another forming. Get away. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to... sequence to allow for...
I don't know if I've ever actually seen Sutron in person.
Get away, you filthy little shit!
Uh-oh.
What? What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
Oh. Well, there goes your drill.
There's the ace. This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
What even is it? What even is the ace in the hole, though? There is a picture of like 3 people. I will kill you. But I know that I don't, because
Hey,
that happens
sister.
in BioShock 1.
Over here. Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
But if I do, you have no problem just killing me.
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. We both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist.
Well, you could have at least tried to do something. I knew it. I thought this looked like a plane.
What is this? It's just a bunch of gibberish. What does this say, you little whore? Hey, hey, hey! What does this say?
I'm betting it says, "Would you kindly?" Would you kindly?
Would you kindly?
We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane, and Rapture's ours.
Ow.
I chose rapture.
A man chooses. A slave obeys.
So Elizabeth, in a way, was responsible
The ultimate way
for.
to save one life is to save the world entire. It is you who are their savior.
So it was Elizabeth who basically set in
I can
events
see
the
all the
entire
doors.
BioShock 1.
And what's
I think.
behind all the doors? And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
Yeah, that's Jack from the first game. Well, yeah, that's Sally. Oh, that's. Oh. Well. So what, is just everyone dead? So Elizabeth apparently dies, at least in this universe, but there's other universes, so Elizabeth is dead in this universe. But she died twice, because she already died once, and now she died a second time in the same universe, so how does that work? Okay, who cares? I don't care about that. I gotta look this up. I gotta look this up. Okay, it's lore time, guys. You know what time it is. It's lore time, which means I have to mute the volume. So I go and look at the lore explanations of this game. Oh, okay. So first things first, when we found dead Elizabeth at the very beginning, it wasn't just she was dead in this universe. It means that all other alternate versions of her have collapsed. So this Elizabeth that we were playing was the only Elizabeth, because of a result of like this Elizabeth dying and then us going into that same universe where we already should have been dead. We, I assume, messed up time and alternate universe and stuff. So this was the only Elizabeth, which means that at this point there are no Elizabeth no other Elizabeths like anywhere. But she's also unsure of why she even came back in the first place. So Trigger phrase that Suchong implanted in Jack, the protagonist from BioShock. Yep. The son of Ryan that Atlas has sent to the surface. Ah, so it was Atlas's plan, aka Fontaine, sent Ryan's son to the surface, orders his men to make arrangements for Jack to come to Rapture, and then beats Elizabeth to death with a wrench. So it's basically it's just saying that it's not definitely not as complex as like the ending of BioShock Infinite or whatever, where I spoke for like a flat out half hour just explaining the story. Basically, everything that happened here set up the events of the uh, first game, just because through Elizabeth, Atlas was able to get the activation phrase, and then he was able to use that over the entirety of the first game to get the main character to do whatever he wanted them to, and then he eventually ended up dying and rescuing all the little sisters. And then BioShock 2 is like standalone in a way because you're just another Big Daddy who saves a bunch of little sisters, but it's set in like the 60s, I think. Um, I think is it set in 68 or I think it's like the mid to late 60s or something. Or no, I think it's the early 60s because I think 1958 is when BioShock 1 takes place and BioShock 2 takes place like 6 or 8 years later or something. So yeah, BioShock 2 doesn't really have any relation to the other two, just in that it's in the same universe. But yeah, BioShock Infinite and more importantly, this DLC basically sets up the events for the first game, which does make sense because BioShock Infinite in its entirety is a prequel sort of to BioShock in a thematic way, just that like the whole variables and constants, right? If you analyze how Columbia and Rapture are similar, but it's also that it's confusing because it was established. We already established this at the end of BioShock Infinite, but it was established that Columbia and Rapture cannot necessarily exist in the same universe. It's just that Columbia is like a different version of like this fake utopia that was created in order to bring like true liberty and true freedom to a certain population. And then of course they go wrong, and like you have the injectable plasmids versus the drinkable vigors um, of Columbia, right? And you have um, Comstock versus Andrew Ryan, and you have Daisy Fitzroy versus Atlas in terms of like who's leading a revolution against them. So basically, it's all just a prequel, and it is kind of sad that Elizabeth died because like she was freaking omnipotent at one time in BioShock Infinite. She was literally God. I mean, she wasn't, but she basically was. She was just God, and in a way, even then, you could just say that the Lutesses then, in a way, set up Rosalind and Robert Lutece basically set up the entire BioShock series, but then you have to consider, do they exist in the Rapture universe or do they only exist in the because now it's getting confusing where the Lutesses exist in Colombia, but they were sharing research with Suchong, which explains why a lot of stuff was similar. But is that actually just them collaborating, or is that an explanation for the whole variables and constants thing? Or could it be both? Like they were collaborating and also some things are just similar in multiple universes. I'm gonna go with that because that sounds cooler. But yeah, that explains why so many things were. I still don't understand what the songbird is. Is the songbird just all mechanical? Because the Big Daddies actually have a person in them, I think. I mean, they might be like partly mechanical to a degree, obviously. But I never learned what the songbird was, and there's also only one songbird. Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, basically, it's all a prequel to BioShock 1, which is it's cool. I like seeing the plane. And obviously that's not saying that she had anything to do with the plane because she was shown in the plane, but I don't think she was actually there because of course by that time she was dead because Elizabeth died at the spot with Atlas because Atlas beat her to death with a wrench, which is quite a way to go for such a character. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's literally the most powerful character in the entire franchise, and she gets beat to death with a wrench, as opposed to like everyone else who has some sort of thematic significance in their death, or they either survive. Like, you know, character from BioShock 1, like literally grew old and died. BioShock 2, I don't even remember. I don't think the main character died in BioShock 2. Of course, BioShock Infinite, Booker is drowned because it's like the climax of all of the alternate universes, and it's like really significant. And then there's Elizabeth, who just gets beaten to death with the wrench. But yeah, anyways, that is it. Yes, I want to save because I'm gonna uninstall this and I don't need to have volume. It's fine. But yeah, that is BioShock Infinite. I also just realized that I don't think this game it doesn't have like the title on this title screen. This is like the title screen right here, but it doesn't have the actual title of the game, which is weird. But yeah, I realize that I say but yeah a lot because that's just a good way to start a sentence when you rambled on constantly for like 10 minutes or however long it's been. Tomorrow we will start Spec Ops The Line, or at least I hope so tomorrow. Maybe I'll, just take a small break after this because I really just make YouTube videos whenever I feel like it. And sometimes I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna play Helldivers 2 for 3 hours instead, which maybe I'll do after this. We're currently in progress of uh, liberating the what, not liberating, but yeah, liberating the planets. But we're currently in the act of conquering the automaton planets and liberating them for Super Earth. If you know, you know. If you don't, that sentence just made no sense. But if you don't know, I would highly suggest checking out Helldivers because, like I said in the previous episode, or maybe it was the episode before that, I don't know. Uh, it's really good. Like it's really really good. I mean, I honestly I keep up with Helldivers more than I actually play it because one operation can take like half an hour to an hour just to make a super marginal impact on the effort, but still, it's it's such a great game. Yeah, I'm not gonna ramble about that. That's BioShock Infinite, done and dusted, whatever that means. I don't know. Tomorrow, Spec Ops: The Line, which is an equally great story, but in a much different way. I, it's not a good story in the sense that it is a good story, but like what I'm saying is it's not in the same sense as BioShock Infinite where it like twists your brain and you have to try and understand the story. I mean, there is that nuance to it, but it's more of a realistic story. Let's just say that. It's obviously like a military type shooter, but it's kind of I don't want to say it's like satirical because I don't think it is satirical. It's just that that's the game that like when you see it tomorrow, you will have a certain initial impression. Like you'll be like, oh, this is just like a third person Call of Duty or like Medal of Honor or something or Battlefield, but it's not. It looks like a typical third person cover shooter, but the story is far more than just that. It's not a normal story for a shooter of this kind. It's such a great story, and I don't even know if I understand it myself, even though I know the entire story. I don't know if I understand it. we'll get into that tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.